Hi guys, Andy here with some more car tech. So my car is actually quite primitive inside, there's not a lot of technology, it doesn't have Bluetooth. I do currently have a Vantec Bluetooth receiver which plugs into the aux. This HIMBOX isn't massively different. The main reason I got it is because it's got a microphone in it, so you can properly use it as a hands-free kit. So the HIMBOX can be found on Amazon. This particular one is $23.99. You will see others at a cheaper price, but this one has, it's a new version with Apt-X. So I'm thinking, what on earth is Apt-X? It's basically just some technology that enables better quality music to be transferred over Bluetooth, from what I can tell. Then I'm thinking, well, does my phone have Apt-X? It's not actually listed in their devices, but various other Samsungs are, and I can only assume it's just an error rather than it actually doesn't have Apt-X. But let's take a look at what's in the box. There's too much else to see from the front, apart from Safe You Journey. Release your music, Safe You Journey. If anyone can tell me what that means, apart from I'm going to safe my journey, definitely. So inside the box there's instructions, features. Okay, folds out, right. Volume and previous, and volume and next. So short press is a skip, long press is a volume change. We've got a play and pause button, is the big button in the middle, which my understanding is can be used to operate Google Now as well. So you can hold that, say call mum or whatever you want to do. Well, let's move on to his card. Amazon Reviewer Program. Okay, we'll have a look at that later on. So the first thing we see is we get obviously a cigarette charger with, they're all labelled for the HIMBOX 2.4 amp and 2.4 amp. So I like that they give you space to plug other things in. That's actually a lot smaller than I imagined it would be. I thought it'd be a bigger. It's actually a reasonable weight to it, but I think that might be because it's got magnets in. So I'm not quite, why is there an arrow? I'm not sure there's an arrow, but I assume then, so that was pointing down, so we took it off, and I assume it should stay that way. So this sort of magnetic plate or metal plate has got a 3M sticky pad on the back, so we can attach that wherever we wish and then just kind of throw the little box on. Or alternatively, there's a metal clip which in theory goes onto your visor at the top of the car. Well, I guess it can clip onto whatever you want, and then there we go. So I think that's quite cool, that's quite smart. Slightly sort of soft touch rubberized feel, very clear. The buttons have been pressed. The sound's a little cheap, I don't know if you can hear that. And then obviously it splits off. I like when they do these little sort of Velcro wrap tags. So then obviously that's for the power, and that goes into your aux in. They both look to be gold. I don't know if that's just colouring. So it all looks good thus far. So I guess at this point it's about installing it in the car and seeing how we get on with it. So my setup in the car is much as it was on the last Bluetooth receiver that I had. Managed to tuck the wiring underneath the console most away. I've sticky padded the magnetic patch, and there we go. Now, I'd said that I thought that you could use Google Now by pressing the button, but I tried pressing the button. I was kind of, this was the phone was connected at the time, and I was waiting for it to, of some kind, ready for me to talk, and it didn't happen. So actually, maybe that doesn't work. Let's have a listen now to what happens when you turn power on.
Power on. Your device is connected.
You'll notice there's quite a whistle and a whine noise coming through the receiver. It changes in time with the revs as well, but interestingly that completely vanishes when something's being played. it's always a bit tricky to try and demonstrate how good the sound is on something when it's going through the microphone of my camera. But I mean, I think even in the recording from the camera, you can tell that actually that's a really good sound, really well rounded. It really does sound quite impressive.
Look, I was going to go easy on you, not to hurt your feelings, but I'm only going to get this one.
Him into the motherfucking rocking roll Hall of Fame, even though I walk in the church in person of Hall of Fame, only Hall of Fame I've been inducted in.
That leaves just to comment on the microphone quality, really. Here's a sample I recorded. This is a sample of how the microphone sounds. The engine's not actually on, just sat in the car talking. I don't think that's actually too bad. Obviously it doesn't sound great, doesn't sound like my microphone right now, but it's a £24 hands-free kit. That's for a phone call, I think that's sufficient. The call that I made, the receiving person did say there was a bit of an echo of their own voice, which would be them coming back through my speakers and through the microphone and back to them. But I think for a £24 device, this is really quite good. So it's HIMBOX, it's available on Amazon for £24. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. My name's Andy. I'll catch you all again soon.